and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Tonight, the league and all of us here at 2K Sports celebrate Noche Latina, an opportunity to spotlight the amazing Latin culture in the NBA and its global fan base. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Now we get a chance to check some stats for him.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line, and it's been fun to watch.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Gillespie in at the 1, and it's the Wizard in at the center position. Oh, man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
Now here's Parker. Pass to the dude. Back to Parker. And he drops it in from the low post.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Fields. And the Wizard pulls it down. Here's the dude. Pass to Jefferson. The layup off target. And just about a minute into this first quarter.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Now Parker, looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the dude. Six to shoot. Fires it. And the Wizard pulls it down.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no airspace.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Intercepted. And here's the fast break. And he lobs it up to the rim. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's the Wizard. Oh, he misses the dunk. The layup might have been a better option for him. Here's Fields. 8 points in his last time out. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
So it's the home team now. 6-point game. Pass to the dude. Up top, Parker. Here's the Wizard. Shot clock at 6. Here's the dude. And miss after miss right now.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
Pass to Gillespie. Here's Fields. And he dunks it down.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's the Wizard. No made baskets yet. Here's Parker. Pass to the Wizard. Back to Parker. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Dude. Offensive rebound. And that one is hammered home.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
The line for one, number 8.
And that one misses. And his team's run through the finish line of the season, Grant. There must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they might start that process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. Here's Fields. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. From behind the arc, 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Parker outside. Pass to the Wizard. They set the screen. And the Wizard pulls it down. The Wizard's got 4 rebounds now. And he lobs it up. Oh, he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics takes sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Guys, back over to you.
Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Parker outside. Pass to the Wizard. Now here's Parker. Defense is right there. Here's the Wizard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he converts the layup.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Pass to Gillespie. Here's Fields. He's got 6. Here's the pick. No, he's made 3, missed 2 now.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Yep, that one goes.
An aggressive move, takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Pass to the Wizard. Here's Gillespie. Here's Fields. With the floater. Count that bucket. Fields has got 8 points.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
Here's the Wizard. Pass to the Dude. Here's the Wizard. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Parker outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
At the line for two, Parker.
And the first one at the line is good. He does not get the second one. Gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Gillespie passes to the Wizard. Here's Evans. Here's the Wizard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Gillespie. And the Wizard pulls it down. Outside Jones. Here's Jefferson. Last game for him, he picked up 13. It doesn't go for him. To the paint. And stolen by Jones. Here's the Wizard. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Puts one up from 19. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Here's Gillespie. A quick shot there. It's off target. Shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Pass to Parker. Ooh, they pick off the pass. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's the Wizard. Yet to see a basket. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Gillespie laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's the Wizard. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And that does it for the first quarter. They lead by 8. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
And it's Evans in at the small forward. Here's the Wizard. Outside Jones. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Gillespie. Down low. And the Wizard gets it to go.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Out left to the wings. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Gillespie. Here's the Wizard. The kick out, Curry, right wing, 6 on the shot clock. Here's the Wizard, still without a bucket. And let's have a look at the teams who have collected the most blocks this season.
And what's been most impressive about this team is how intense they've been on the defensive end. It's not just 1 or 2 guys getting blocks for them. It's been a team effort, which is why they lead the league in blocks per game.
Carries checked in for Curry. Shooting just 33% so far in this game. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Jefferson. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And there's the rejection. And he gets it back. Here's the Wizard. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid over-helping?
It's a great question, B.A., and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at it and they talk about athletic ability and they talk about skills, which are both important. But the best players and the best teams are the best decision makers. And the same thing goes as to when to help and when to stay home on shooters.
He hits the second from the line. And he can't make it 3 for 3. Shooting 69%. I think they're even surprising themselves out there. And the Wizard gets it to go.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Shot's blocked. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Jefferson grabs the miss.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Here's the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Jefferson. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
Here's the Wizard. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. And the Wizard pulls it down. Gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. There's a screen. Here's Evans. Here's Gillespie. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Can't hit it from 12 feet.
Guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's the Wizard. No points so far. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Here's Jefferson. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here we go. 2 games left before postseason action. Let's take a look at the possible field. You take a look at the home team. Their season's basically over, barring some sort of miracle. The visitors with the ball. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Fields the pass to the Wizard. Got a hand on it. They recover it. Here's Fields. Give him 8 points now. 5 to shoot. The deep 3. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's the Wizard. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Jones feels it out. Inside. Here's Parker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul, second.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. First free throw is good. And so he hits both. Gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Pass to Fields. Oh, misses the dunk.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Parker finds Jones. Here's the Wizard. Back to Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Here's the Wizard. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 10.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to the Wizard. Back to Parker. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Here's Fields. Parker defending. Fades away. Good on the bucket. Fields has got 10.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Buchanan. Parker outside. Launches it. Counted from distance. Parker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pass to the dude. Launches a 3. The shot misses. Gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Here's Fields. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Here's the Wizard. And the Wizard pulls it down. The Wizards got 4 rebounds in the game.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
These are his first free throws of the game. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Not exactly the biggest game on the season schedule, but both teams are capable of flashing serious potential.
And last year they split their season series, so this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
Both teams will make substitutions. First free throw is good. one falls, so he hits both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
1:21 left to play in the half. Pass to the dude. To the middle. And Parker throws it down.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Here's Carey. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5. Oh, are you kidding me?
My goodness.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now here's Parker. 10 points for him. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. He's gone 3 of 4 from the line.
Parker.
.35 seconds left in the second. Pass to Carey. 19 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Fields. Parker defending. Shoots a fadeaway. Fields can't get it to go. Here's the dude. 1 second left. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 12. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far.
The difference in field goal percentage is crazy. They're getting exactly what they want out there.
Yeah, even if adjustments are made, how does that defense really slow them down? All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. Master Funkman asks if you could harness the power from one of your former team's nicknames, which would it be?
Well, that's easy for me. The Kings. They have a lot of power. But I'm going to probably go with the Rockets because I could fly at a very high speed.
That's easy. I'll take the Magic because my powers would be limitless.
Good choices. I'm not sure what kind of powers you'd be getting if you went with the Lakers.
Maybe take out my yacht.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Shooting at around 60% in this one. Very efficient. And it's the Wizard in at the 2. They're the group for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. Pass to Fields. Stolen. And here's the fast break. It's intercepted. To the inside. And he jams it home with authority.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
shooting only 36% so far in this game. Pass to Jefferson. Here's the Wizard. Now Parker. Here's the Wizard. Misses from close range.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Fields. He can't get it to go. Here's the Wizard. It's hauled in by Fields. Pass to Gillespie. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. All sorts of time. Jefferson grabs the miss. Jefferson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's the dude. And here's Parker. 13 points in the game. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Fields can't get it to go.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's the Wizard. Pass to Parker. He's off on the layup. Gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Inside. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Pass to Fields. Fades and shoots. The dude with the rebound. The dude's got 4 rebounds in the game. Down low. Here's the Wizards. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
Here's Fields. He's got 12. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Parker. 17 points in the game. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Fields. 14 points for him. Just 4 to shoot. From outside the arc. Jefferson grabs the miss. Jefferson's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Okay, the NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Guys?
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update. Parker, from down in the low post, it goes. Parker's got 19 points. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Here's Carey. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Gone 4 of 8 in the third. The Wizard passes to the dude. Now Parker. And the Wizard pulls it down. Pass to Gillespie.
Home team foul. Number 8. First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
The home team on D. Trailing by 13. Pass to Fields. To the middle. Shot clock at 6.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
The Wizard passes to Jefferson. Now Parker. To the paint. Here's Fields. 14 points for him.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Timeout.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Parker outside. The Wizard passes to the dude. Here's the Wizard. Pass to Parker. With the fadeaway. And the Wizard pulls it down. The Wizards got rebound number 8 now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Fields. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting a while for that one. Gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to the Wizard. To end the cold spell. The dude's shot is off. Gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. So both teams making some changes here. Shooting just 36% in the third. Here's the Wizard. Out to the wing. Jefferson. Pass to the Wizard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. The Wizards got his second basket.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Fields the pass to Gillespie. 6 to shoot. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
A minute 20 left in the third quarter here. Pass to the Wizard. And here's Jones. Here's the dude. He shoots. It's hauled in by Fields.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
The Wizard passes to Fields. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the Wizard. No points yet. Pass to Jefferson. Here's the Wizard. Here's the dude. From the line. And the Wizard pulls it down. The Wizard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Evans. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's the Wizard. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 17. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And it's the Wizard in at the point. Evans, that's good.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now here's Parker. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Here's the Wizard. Parker defending. Pass to the Wizard. Yep, that one goes. So it's the home team now. Here's Buchanan. To the right side. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Pass to the Wizard. The fader. It's rebounded by Buchanan. Gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Parker passes to the Wizard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
To the middle. Here's the Wizard. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Deflects the pass. The Wizard. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Out to the right wing. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. First
Man, the defender really went after him.
First one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Out to the right wing. Pass to the Wizard. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Buchanan. Fires high post. That one no good. Here's the Wizard. As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
And Parker throws it down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Here's Carey. Pass to Gillespie. Here's the Wizard. Good work there as it goes. The Wizards got 10 points in just the second half.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
The Wizards' shot is off.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to the Wizard. Here's the dude. To the left side wing. And they're on the break. Here's the Wizard. And a two-handed jam.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's the Wizard. Oh, deflected. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Here's the dude. And there's a pick. Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody... Whoa!
Oh, sweet move. He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Here's the dude. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Gillespie passes to Fields. Here's Gillespie. To the wing, right side. The shot from the low post is good.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
The Wizard passes to the dude. Down low. Here's Jefferson. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. Shot is good by Gillespie.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Pass to the dude. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Fields.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's the Wizard. Here's Gillespie. The jump hook. No good. A bit long that time. Gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. The Wizard passes to the dude. Inside. Here's the Wizard. Tipped. And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. Look, I think it's been great for both the NBA and for the colleges for guys to stick around because the top guys are still going to come out. The guys who are going to be your top 10 picks, your lottery guys, they're going to come out. But the other guys who have nothing as guaranteed, they're going to choose to stay longer and develop. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
The Wizard again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5. Shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the Wizard. To the inside. Pass to Carey. Here's Fields. Here's the Wizard. Clock at 6. Here's Fields. Drills the elbow jumper.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
The Wizard's shot is off. Here's Gillespie. So it's a victory for the road team in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.